everyone, and welcome to another round of questions and answers with Mamas Uncut, where you send in your questions about parenting, motherhood, relationships, and we give you the best advice we possibly can. And don't worry, all of the questions that you send in always remain anonymous. So again, we're welcoming back Lisa and Mindy. You guys ready to answer some questions?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get to it. This one is for the stay-at-home moms. Does your significant other provide entirely for your household, like bills, groceries, extras? Does he give you any money for yourself, or does he save so that you can get things down the road when you need them? I am currently a stay-at-home mom, but not by choice. Although I love my kids, I was making great money while working, but because my husband had a bad childhood experience at a daycare, he refuses to let the kids go, and I had to be the one to sacrifice everything. It wouldn't be so bad, but we never have any money left over. He never saves, and when I offer to take care of the finances, he argues with me because it's his money. I have to wait around for financial aid or extra money that I bring in from school to ever get my hair done, get any extra clothes, or even just get out of the house, which is also always an argument. I never have anything I need or want really, and I find myself calling my mother as a grown adult to borrow money. I'm getting really tired of it, but my significant other won't even discuss the idea of me going back to work. So my real question is, am I being selfish? Is this normal stay-at-home mom stuff? Or does your significant other provide the essentials when you have leftovers?
No, it's not normal.
No, it's not normal.
Cole, I was like, the stress of listening to this. No. So first of all, I think that she doesn't want to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, can we talk about that first?
You gotta start there.
Oh my goodness. Like, she doesn't want to be a stay-at-home mom. So obviously she's already having some resentment about the fact that she's not doing what she liked and enjoyed doing before. There's so many other options. We nannying, having a friend watch your children, like going through trusted people and asking them who their childcare is. It doesn't have to be like a icky daycare that is, doesn't have licensing and is on a back street somewhere, like in an alley. It doesn't have to be like that. There's really great options now. And I think maybe he's having problems letting go of that issue from his childhood, and he kind of needs to get over it. Cool. So that's number one.
If it's his issue, it's his issue.
It's true.
It's not her issue.
It shouldn't stop her from doing what she would like to do.
Yes.
That's painful. And second of all, so my husband was staying home when I was working, when our daughter was very young, my oldest daughter. So he stayed at home with her and did school while that was happening. So we've kind of flip-flopped, and now he works and I stayed home for a while. Now I'm working part-time. So we've kind of been all in between. It's our money, and that's it. I understand a lot of people do separate bank accounts and things like that, and that's up to the individual couple. But in our situation, everything is our money. I do not think she asking to go get her hair cut, like getting a loan from her mom.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm getting all stressed over here. I do not like the sound of that. And I don't like the dynamic of the marriage. And I think it needs to be talked about very openly that if he wants her to stay home, he needs to be a lot more like not my money thing. That's very weird to me.
Well, plus it's incredibly stressful being strapped financially.
Yeah.
When you could go out and work and do well, and have done that in the past. And frankly, going back to your point, she sounds like she kind of wants to do that, right? So this entire thing starts with, do you want to be a stay-at-home mom or not? And, if the answer is, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom, which I've made for myself for my entire life, his issue is his issue. It is not for him to put that on you. And just because you're the woman, unless he makes orders of magnitude more money than you do, which it doesn't sound like is the case, there needs to be a conversation about who stays home or he gets over his issue, right? And there's so many options, like you were saying. You've got nannies, you've got au pairs, which are very cost effective. Granted, you have somebody in your house, which is not fun, but they're helpful. you know, and there's so many non-daycare options to get quality childcare that should not, like that if she wants to work, she should work.
Yeah, I agree. And I also want to touch on how like just getting out of the house creates an argument between this couple. It's like I this connotation of stay-at-home moms being like having it being an easy job, like, oh, they're staying at home all day, they're like doing their hair and their nails, and no, like that's not what stay-at-home mom is. Like, you're caring for kids, and it's and especially if you're not built for it, like this mom clearly is not, like this is not her first choice. You need to get out of the house every once in a while, and you're their dad. Like, you're not babysitting your kids, you're taking care of your kids. Like,
amen.
So for the first time, like ever in my life, I'm quasi a stay-at-home mom, right? Because we've got Mamas Uncut. It's very small. Everybody works from their house. And because of the pandemic, my kids are home. And as part of my divorce, the kids live with me, even though my ex-husband lives 3 blocks away. So they see their dad like every day or every other day, but they physically live at my house. And so this is the first time in my life where I have to drive the kids everywhere. I have to make sure that there's food, because I always had help in this regard my entire life. And now there's just no reason to do it because I'm physically here. And it is this enormous amount of work that I did not even know could exist in my life. And it's incredibly disruptive. Like, I've got to go at 4 o'clock and go pick up the kids, and I got to go do this, and I got to go do that. And like I had to drive, my son forgot his lunch. He's 16 years old. I had to go bring him his freaking lunch, right? Like, being a stay-at-home mom is an enormous amount of work.
A lot of work. I mean, you're taking on all of these. I mean, your chauffeur, your chef, your house cleaner, it's not like you're just like mom and just like hanging out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just hanging out all day doing nothing. Yeah. I mean, and like to her original question, like if the finance aspect of it, it's everything she should not feel guilty about spending money. No, he should be more open to her. I am a very frugal person, and my husband, who works and supports our family, essentially, he makes me go and do these things. A few weeks ago, he's like, you need to get out for a day. I am taking the day off, and you are going to go get your hair cut, and you're going to go do this, like, because you haven't gone for a year because there's been a pandemic and you haven't gone anywhere. So go. Like, and I would love it if everyone were that supportive. I have a great husband, granted, and it helped a lot that he stayed home too when we were first married. So I think we both just understand and we work as a team.
Yep. It's called a partnership for a reason.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, don't forget to send us your questions, and remember, they always stay anonymous. Bye.